there's one thing orcs love more than chopping, shooting, or shouting. It's smashing something big and loud. And nothing says crump me quite like one of them Imperial Knights. Towering, clanging, walking gun forts covered in gold, skulls, and Hume nonsense. They're like mobile loot piles begging for a good punchin'. When a warboss sees a knight, he don't get scared. Nah, he grins real wide. 'Cause taking down one of them big metal gits ain't just a scrap. It's a legend. A proper tale for DA lads back at camp. Some say if ya crump a knight clean, ya get to ride it home. Others say DA Knight explodes in a cloud o' teeth and dakka. Doesn't matter, orcs don't care about daw how or why. They just wanna see DA stompers fall over and go boom. Da bigger they are, da louder they explode.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another battle report on Warp Masters. I am once again joined by Brad.
Hello again.
Today we have a very fun battle report. We have Knights, the Imperial variety, versus Orks. And let me preface it before we go over the list. My army is very all over the place, and I do have some proxies that, are about the same size though, so I think it'll be okay. This was the stuff I had painted that thought looked cool on the table, and so my list may not be the most optimized, though I don't know this is necessarily the most optimized game or competitive version. This is more just have fun, take some cool looking models, and beat each other up.
Exactly.
So why don't we go over lists? Would you like to start off?
I can. So my list is pretty much an excuse to bring a Knight Castellan because I haven't run one this entire edition, so I felt like losing Canis Rex was a reasonable cost for that. So I will start with my Knight Castellan. It's also the only model in my army that's not perfectly a WYSIWYG. I am running him with 2 missile launchers instead of the 1. Back when I built him, that just wasn't what he did. I then have a Knight Errant. He has the enhancement that gives him basically permanent armor of content. Just hopefully he'll survive a little bit, especially once we get into melee. I have a Knight Crusader sitting over there in the corner. And then I have 2 Helvrins, 2 Warglaves, and tucked over here in the corner, I have my Calidus Assassin just to try to get me some points at some point in the game.
As for me, my army is going to be Dread Mob Detachment. For my characters, I do have a Beast Boss who's going to be inside of my Killrig. The Killrig is being represented by a Squigosaur. So those are legends, but they do make pretty cool Killrigs if you guys are interested in so. I do have 2 Beast Boss on Squigosaur as well, or in this case on Pig and Cyber Pig. And then I have a Big Mech in Mega Armor who's going to be leading a unit of Flash Kits. And then I have Mozrog Scragbad, who, just adds to be my 3rd essential Beast Boss on Squigosaur. They do have the anti-vehicle stuff, so they'll not leading anything, but hoping that they can still, do some damage. They do have 5 up field on pain, so relatively durable. I do have Zogrod, who's leading a unit of 20 Grots. This is definitely the Grot detachment, so can't not take those. I have a unit of Beast Nagas that is with the Beast Boss. I have a Battle Wagon that is represented by the Grot Super Tank. I can't remember the name of it right now. I have a Death Dread, again, representing the, I like to pretend there's a Grot in here. I have the 2 units of Killicans. 1 unit is being represented by Grot Tanks since you can no longer take those. But again, I do think they make pretty good Killicans, so not a bad use for that. And I have 2 5-man units of Stormblast. So that is my entire list. Should be pretty fun. It's like a lot of little small vehicles and things versus lots of less but bigger vehicles. So it should be a pretty fun matchup. The mission is
take and hold, prepared positions, so our battle line can do take cover or heroic intervene for free, and of course hammer and anvil deployment.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and see who's going to go first. I think I'd like you to go first, actually.
I think I preferred if you went first as well.
So let's see. Roll off. I get A 3. That's a 6.
Well,
So we go into the Imperial Knights, turn 1. So here are your cards, kind sir.
Alright, let's see what we get this time around. We get Cull the Horde, which can I do that against you? Do you have enough wounds with that Grotz?
Because it's, what is it? It's 20, starting strength of 20. Yeah, they have a starting strength
so
of 20.
I'd have to hunt down the Grotz. Great. And sabotage.
Nice.
Which should be at least nice and straightforward.
You don't want to hunt down some Grotz?
I'm not going to make it to him.
Maybe later.
It is what it is.
Fair enough.
Alright, we'll get moving and be right back to you. So here we are at the end of the night movement phase, very cagey. I do have a guy over here who is going to be sabotaging and hopefully baiting some orcs out. I moved the Knight Castellan in so he's towed in. Yes, it makes him shootable, but it also provides a really good threat for anything that wants to move into the middle. And the Knight Castellan shifted slightly and is able to draw a line of sight right through to exactly one of those little grot tanks over there. So I'm going to be taking some pot shots and we're going to see what happens. Right, sorry, they're killer cans.
They look like Grot tanks, but they're actually killer cans.
I'm going to call them tanks the whole game anyway.
Okay.
So everything is in range except for the Siegebreaker cannon on top and the Melta-guns by the chin. So I'm going to get shooting and we're going to see what happens. And I'm going to start with, how many wounds you trying at?
Grot tanks, or not Grot tanks. Now you have me saying it.
Good.
Killer cans are 5 wounds each.
5 wounds each. All right. Well, I'll start. Let's just start by shooting the two missile launchers. 2 Shieldbreaker missile launchers. Will be 2 shots hitting on 3s. See what we get. They do both hit. What is the toughness on a Killacan?
Toughness on a Killacan is T6.
So I'm going to wound you on 2s.
Yep.
That is 2 wounds, no devs, but it is AP minus 6.
I have a 6 on
reasons. Okay.
AP minus 6. This is a once per game thing?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, each one is D6 plus 1 damage. So the first one, a 4, which means the next one will kill 1.
Correct.
All right. Next, I'll go ahead and do the Twin Siegebreaker. No, sorry.
Does that explode?
I'm going to do the Plasma Decimator, and of course I'm going to supercharge it. It's going to be D6 plus 4 because of Blast. For only 5 shots. This is why a lot of people don't bring Castellans.
That's fair, that's fair.
Hitting on 3s. That's a lot of 1s.
Hey, it's going good for me so far.
It is. And I know I did do the Oath where I have reroll 1 hit, 1 wound, but I'm going to save that for Volcano Lance because of course I am. Wounding on 3s with this. That is 2 at AP 3, down to AP 2 for cover.
Yep, AP 2, so I have a 5 up save now.
Nice.
Save 1, fail 1.
All right, you will take 3 damage.
Okay.
I'll roll the hazardous real quick. We're fine. And then the last gun in range is everybody's favorite, the Volcano Lance. So D3 plus 1 for blast. So I'm going to get a total of 3 shots. Hitting on 3s. Fabulous. I don't need to reroll. This is strength 18 for no reason, so wounding you on 2s. Oh my god.
Wow!
Well, I get to reroll 1 of those for free for my Oath. That is 1 at AP 5.
6 up. Nope. Kill the wounded one. Well, actually,
Yeah, it takes 9 damage.
it's just D6.
And I can actually reroll that 1. So it still takes 9 damage.
What is the damage on this?
D6 plus 8.
What? D6 plus 8?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
If only it shot more times, it'd be brought more often, I think. But that's the end of my shooting phase. Obviously not perfect or ideal, but I didn't take any damage. That's one less rocket shot coming at me. And we can leave it to the Orks to see what they decide to do with their turn one.
All right. Well, let's see what I will do. So, are you keeping Call the Horde?
Oh, and I will be discarding Call the Horde.
Okay. So Call the Horde gone. And some. Oh. So going into Orcs turn one, I am up to 2 CP now. Hooray. And let's see what I get. Would you like to cut my deck? That was bad cards. Thank you. Extend battle lines.
Nice
and no prisoners.
A little bit more difficult, hopefully.
Yeah, probably. I mean, my range is significantly less than yours, so I don't think it's going to be too crazy for you, but we'll see. So let's go on to Orcs movement phase. So that's it for my movement phase. I did advance everything up. I staged my beast boss on Squigosaurs and Spragvad just behind the wall there. So next turn maybe I'll call the Waaagh or something, you know, I don't know, it could happen. But I got Grot Tanks, or Killicans here. I got my Battle Wagon there. The Battle Wagon did not advance, so I can't actually shoot with him. I did advance my Drift Dread over there, and I just barely missed out on touching that objective with my Kill Rig, unfortunately. Moved up the Grot Tanks over there, or as they're practicing Killicans, for to get up a little bit. Can't quite shoot you back because not not 48-inch range, sadly, only 24. GW, please make them 48-inch range.
Because that's what Orks need, is 48-inch range shooting.
No, actually, Orcs don't need a Grots.
Yeah, nobody likes Grots.
I like them.
Exactly, nobody likes Grots.
Anyway, so that's pretty much it for me there. That's not going to get me extend, and I probably won't get no prisoners. But let's go to shooting and see if I can probably shoot that one unit there. I might have some things in range of the sabotaging armor. So the Zap Gun is one shot, hitting on a 5, D6 plus 6 strength, AP 3, 5 damage.
So just out of an excess of caution, I will spend one of my 3 CP to rotate my ion shields and that poor little guys, so that just in case, because when Ethan spikes, he spikes hard, and I'd rather not just evaporate.
It'd be funny. But let's go. Let's do my big shooters first, because I have 12 shots with those. 5s.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad actually. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. But these aren't crazy on the damage.
You're strength 5, right?
They are strength 5. Yeah. AP 0.
You will need 6s to
Nothing. But now we got the...
Now we get the big guns.
Yeah, the Zap Gun. 5. No.
Negative.
And that's... Oh, I do have a lava, actually. D6 shots indirect. But I'll just shoot him. The D6. 1. No. So that was it. That was my shooting. Very anticlimactic. I think end of turn I will pitch no prisoners and keep extend because I do think I should hopefully be able to get that next turn. But
Oh, I'm not going to be able to kill enough of your stuff.
So that is it for me.
All right. Let's see what... so I will tell you, my assassin is going to go up in the sky. One of those things I always forget.
Get your 3 points for sabotage.
I do get my points for sabotage.
And
And
then
then I will draw 2 new ones. I get engage, and I get no prisoners this time. And so at the start of my movement phase, I'm also holding 1 objective. Let's see. So for taking hold, in turn 2, I will get 5 points. And then for sabotage, I will get 3 points, making the score 18 to 10 right now in the Knight's favor as we move into my movement phase. Be right back. And at the end of the night movement phase, I was a little bit more aggressive than last turn. I'll probably end up regretting it. I usually do. It is what it is. So what I did do is I lined up all 3 of these knights, so 2 Helvrins and the Castellan are able to see straight down the line into either the kill rig or the Orc Dreadnought over there. I also moved Warglaive very aggressively up to try and just sort of get a couple pot shots off, maybe kill something, charge something, probably immediately die. It is what it is.
That is the hub.
He advanced onto this objective just to force the issue, and the Castellan stayed. The Crusader stayed put, specifically because he can already see this guy right here, and we'll just dump an entire knight into it and see if we can get rid of it or not.
All right.
And so we'll move right on to the shooting phase.
Let's see what you can do.
What is the toughness of the kill rig?
I believe it is 10.
10. 10, you say?
It is 10, yes.
Excellent.
Well, T10, 16 wounds, 3 up save. No invuln.
No invuln?
No invuln.
No invuln on the kill rig?
No, it's never had an invuln.
Okay.
This is 6 up feel no pain, though.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What I am going to do is I am going to play 1 command point on Squire's Duty, which will give the strength and AP of any of my armigers that can see a target by 1. And so I'm going to play it for 1 command point on both Helvrins and that Warglaive, so they will all go up by 1 strength and 1
Seems
damage.
like cheating.
Specifically while shooting at the kill rigs. If I can get rid of that first, my life will get much easier. So let's shoot some Squire's Dutied Helvrins directly at you, shall we?
Yeah, let's live. I'm gonna live.
You probably will, but we're going to find out. So, and yes, I know I could shoot the Melta first, but if the Helvrins are able to do it instead, I wouldn't mind shooting the Melta into the Dreadnought or something else instead. And that's why I'm making this particular choice. So, Helvrin number 1, the one in the front, we'll go ahead and shoot at you 8 times with its autocannons, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1 miss because of my Knightly Oath. Re-rolling 1 miss. Fabulous. And you said you were T10?
T10.
Well, I am now Strength 10 because of Squire's Duty, so I'm going to wound you on 4s. With 1 reroll, because that's what knights do.
That's too many.
So you have
5.
5. It would be AP 1, but is now AP 2 because of
But it's
Squire's
now
Duty.
down to AP 1 again because I have power.
Correct.
So, 4 ups. I save. 2.
That will be 9 damage.
9 damage. I'm down to whatever
your feel no
9
pain.
minus. Oh yeah, I have my feel no pain. Thank you.
I got you. I got you.
Feel no pain. I actually just mentioned that and I forgot it. 6 ups.
It's a long day.
1.
So you take 8 damage.
Oh, I'm at half now.
Hey, that's not bad.
Perfect.
That's
But
not
not
bad at
below
all.
half, so it's perfect.
Not below
Perfect
half.
number.
It is a shame. But now I'm going to shoot the heavy stubber at you. I am not within rapid fire range, but I'll shoot it at you anyway. Hitting you on 3s, no rerolls or anything here. This is now strength 5, but that's still going to be 6s to wound you, and that's nothing. Go figure. Now we'll just shoot armiger number 2, rinse and repeat, and if we get the same result again, I can just move on to a different target.
Let's not get the same result.
It's looking slightly better.
Okay.
We still have that miss.
So,
And
so
then-
far, same on hits.
Same.
Yeah.
And I'm moving on 4s again. With 1 reroll. Slightly
4
worse.
again. No, it's the same. You
I
did
thought
4
last time
last
was 5.
No, I think it was 4.
Yeah. Tell him he's wrong in the comments if he is, and if he's right, then I'm wrong and you don't have to say
I
anything at all.
saved 3 of them.
That's pretty solid.
3 damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I saved none of those. Though.
Okay.
So I'm
and
down to
then
5.
the stubber with its 3 shots misses entirely. It's gonna be one of those. So how many wounds does that guy have left?
5.
5. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So I didn't want to, but I'm going to. I'm gonna put that armiger into the kill rig.
That makes
'cause-
sense.
Well, yeah. That's basically what it boils down to. So all shots. We'll start with the Melta Cannon, with Melta Lance. 2 hits. I am now strength 13, not that you care.
It makes no difference. Oh!
But I do reroll 1 wound. That is 1 at AP 4.
I don't have a thing.
I know. And I'm in melt to range, so d6 plus 4 damage. So that is 6 damage.
Oh, that's scary. I just need to make 2 of these. Or make 1.
Well, that'll do it.
That will do it.
Does he explode?
Explode?
I would like it.
No.
He implodes instead.
Now I have to get out my guys. 2, 4, 6, 8. Just 2 die.
1 wound each on the beast snaggers?
Yeah.
Right on. I'll take what I can get. It took a lot of firepower and a CP. But I'll take what I can get.
He's got to hop out of his mount. He gets out. He's in. But you know what? This was all part of my secret plan to get onto the objective. That was a pretty good plan, right?
Yeah, it worked.
It did. It did work.
And nobody's going to be able to see you.
Exactly. See?
So, I mean, that armager's probably dead.
Maybe.
But he did a pretty good job.
Yeah. I think he did a pretty good. And goodbye. Oh no! Shit. He's not dead.
I know. Not yet.
It doesn't count.
Okay. So, Ethan, here's what I'm thinking.
Alright.
I'm thinking I shoot all the plasma into the grot tanks that aren't grot tanks. And I'm
Man.
thinking I shoot the missiles and the volcano lance into that dreadnought. What do you think?
I mean, that is a thought.
I think it's a pretty good thought.
I think that I should live.
Oh, we'll find out.
Not that I will live, but that I should. But like, I deserve to live.
Clearly. Absolutely. Volcano lance, D3 shots
Okay.
for 1.
That's pretty. I like
For
this so far.
Hitting you on a 3.
Roll a 1. Or that.
But I can reroll 1 miss.
Are you gonna use it on that one?
Of course I am. I hit you.
Okay.
I am strength 18 or something stupid like that.
I am T.
Basically, are you T10 or higher?
I am T9.
You are T9.
Perfect for you.
That is, in fact, perfect for me because I am strength 18. So I'm going to move that 2. That is 1 wound at AP -5 down to AP -4.
Down to AP -4. Well, I have a 2-up save and I'm in cover. So I have a 1-up save.
So you're saving on a 6.
4. Isn't that gonna 5? No.
I'm AP 5.
Down to 4.
And if you
2
start
up.
at 2,
Yeah.
6.
I have a 6-up invuln anyway. That
Fair enough.
changes nothing.
So a 6.
Wait.
Of course you are. And this is where I'm going to be mad at you.
All right, live. Live.
No. D6 plus 8 damage. How many wounds does he have?
8.
Well, he takes 10.
Wait. Maybe I have some. Maybe I have something. Like a little thing. No.
No.
Do I explode? Yes.
You do.
That is actually not what I wanted.
It's kind of what I wanted.
So 1 damage on those guys. I have a 6-up kill on pain. No, and 6-up on. I don't have a 6-up on the other guys, so they just take a damage. So this is
one
going
more.
very poorly.
I like the Castellan a bit more than I did.
So
It's still a long way from making its points back, but hey. And then it's the only other thing shooting. The 2 missiles
I have
just
to
go off in
6-up
space.
for that, I think. And that's actually one mine's dead. Is that
Right. And then it's going to be D6 plus 3 from the plasma.
All right.
to
Let's see it.
The not tanks. the not grot tanks.
Yeah, that one.
So that's gonna be 6 shots. I can't reroll to hit, but I still can reroll to wound. And hit you on 3s. Obviously we're supercharging because that's what you do.
Obviously, but then you could hurt yourself.
Okay. Worth it. 2, but I'll reroll 1 wound. Still whiffs. That is 4 at AP 3. Down to AP 2 because of cover.
So 5 ups. Woo! I
Not
made
bad.
2 of them.
That is 6 damage.
You will kill a grot tank because they're 3 each, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's one. Then
Fabulous. And then hazardous, we're okay. So that was a very successful flank, all things considered. I will end up charging, but first things first, my Crusader is going to dump everything it's got into that thing and see if we can really push back a little bit onto your advance.
And I hope not.
You are within 36 inches, so the rapid fire battle cannon is going to be 2d6 plus 6 shots.
Gross.
For a total of 10. Gotta love it.
Yeah, you know what? Just keep rolling like that.
All right, now I did stand still, so 6s will be sustained.
All right.
And what's the toughness on this thing?
I think it's T.
It's T pretty high, if I remember right.
It's T10, but I gave it the hard case, so it's actually T12.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 2 CP on trophy kill.
Ah, you're gonna risk it, eh?
I'm gonna risk it.
You can never use it again if you
And
fail.
if I fail, I'll never be able to use it again. But I always love trophy kill.
This counts for the next game too, that you come and play here.
Fair. It's okay, after this he might never invite you back again if this goes well for me. So, hitting on 3s. That's pretty good. What's the armor save on it?
The armor save is a 3+. 6 up in.
Okay. So I will actually reroll a hit on the battle cannon then.
Okay.
Because that's a pretty decent
Oh,
odds. And that's
okay.
3 sustains, so I get 11 hits out of
10 shots?
10
That's not how
shots.
math works.
And then I'm going to wound you on force because of the +1 to wound from trophy kill. And you know what? I might as well reroll one of these because flat 3 damage is always a nice thing to have. So you have
Alright,
a
how
total
many?
of 7 wounds
7?
on your regular save because you've got cover.
All right, 7 3 ups. I failed 2.
Not bad. That's 6 damage.
All right, 6 damage. He is down to 10 wounds left.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's been a while since I've played my knights, so remembering all the guns is always fun. 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 shots from the Avenger Gatling Cannon. This is one of my favorite guns in the Imperial Knights.
That is quite gross. So many shots.
Hitting on 3s again. No rerolls of any kind from here on out. We're done with that.
Thankfully,
But I do
you
have
didn't.
1, 2, 3, and 4 sustains. So I get 19 hits out of 18 shots.
Okay, but at least you're only strength 6.
I'm only strength 6, so I'm now wounding you on 5.
Instead of 6, yeah. But that should still be helpful.
Oh, it will be very helpful to you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
At AP 2, down to AP 1 because of cover.
So 5, 5, 4 ups. I saved 2.
That's 6 more damage.
6 more damage. I am down to 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because why not let the heavy stubbers have some fun too?
Yeah,
I've
let's
got
see
3
what they
heavy
do.
stubbers on it. 1, 2 heavy stubbers. I almost cheated.
Don't
I
do that
I don't
to
know
me.
where I thought 3. Unless I'm going crazy. I'm probably just going crazy. That's funny. These are going to need 5s as well, because I would only need 6s. Oop, just throwing things everywhere. That is 2 at no AP at all.
2 with no AP. 2 3 ups. Fail 1.
That's 1 more damage.
Down to 3.
And I only have 1 gun left, and it's my Storm Spear rocket pod.
Can he do it?
It'd be nice.
I hope not.
3 shots, hitting on 3s. And I've used all my rerolls. 4 hits out of 3 shots. The sustains are really
pretty
coming in
good.
clutch here. These are also going to wound you on 4s because it would normally wound you on 5s.
Yep.
That's
Oh!
really, really bad. And I'm out of CP, so I can't do anything about that.
So,
And
I
that's-
live!
You live, and that's trophy kill done.
Gone.
I can't
No
do
more.
it again.
I don't have to worry about
That's
it. That
But-
is good for me.
That wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't
It
bad.
was risky, though.
It was very risky, but it is what it is. So I do have 1 charge to declare.
All right.
I'm going to charge your beast snaggers, and I realize I'm probably going to be sacrificing my little buddy,
He might be.
but I'll probably take quite a few of you with me.
I have not.
So I can't really fail. I roll a 6.
Very nice.
Will definitely be in, and I will be using the sweep profile since you are one
That does
each.
make sense. I am unsurprised by this.
Yes. So I'm going to have 8 attacks, hitting you on 3s.
Does he have sustained or anything?
He does have sustain on the charge. Yeah. Yes. So, hitting on 3s, I can reroll 1 hit. Oh, thank you very much. I can reroll 1 hit just because I'm an Imperial Knight, and that's what we do. Naturally,
Alright.
and no sustains. I'm going to be strength 8 on the
I'm
sweep,
T5.
so I'm going to wound you on 3s with, once again, 1 reroll. Oh, he didn't do so
that was
well,
not
did he?
great.
Yeah, I get 3 at least. That's something. That's 3
3?
at AP 2.
EP2. I think I just get my nothing. 3 at AP2.
Correct. Only 1 damage each for your
1
parry
damage each, so I just get the field open. Yep. Nope. So that will kill 3 more.
That was
But I
quite...
could actually kill the leader and then
Yeah, you could.
have 1 more beast snag boy now.
That was quite the whiff by him.
Yeah, I will do that. So leader dead, and then, or the leader of the squad, not the
Sticking out the knob.
leader. Yep.
Gotcha. So-
okay. Do I get to fight you back?
Yeah, you get to punch you back now. That was quite the underperformance by
All
him.
right. That's nice too, because this unit, when I target a monster vehicle, I get to reroll the hit roll. And these guys, because of my leader, get to hit on 2s. I did not make a charge, so I am not getting my. I'm not getting my. What's the word? Dev, but I do still have quite a few attacks. So
Fair enough.
I have a bunch of close combat attacks, 2 each to be precise, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys all left alive. So I'm going to have 12 attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. These are going to be wounding you on...
Hitting me first on 2s, yeah.
yeah, hitting you first on 2s, rerolling everything. Okay, and then wounding you on strength 5, and toughness is
Toughness
10.
is 10. So
So
6s.
6s. That's 3 though.
Yes, 3.
Alright, so 3.
AP?
AP 0.
AP 0, so that's going to be 3 3-up save for my little buddy over there. He does fail 1. What's the damage on it?
1 each.
1 each. So he goes down to 12.
Don't you have a 6 up
wounds.
healing pain?
I do. Thank you. Well, I pass, which means I actually stay at 12 wounds.
And then I have the beast boss. He has anti-vehicle weapons though.
Fair. But no devs.
So I want no devs. But I'll do my 6 attacks because I get more attacks. So 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling, and anti-vehicle, anti-monster 4+. Rerolling that 1. And 4s. 1. AP 1.
1 at AP 1, so 4 up. I do fail. What's his
It's
damage?
2 damage.
2 damage. 6 up, feel no pain because I'm an Imperial Knight. I fail both. I'm going to be going down to 10 off of that. But you're probably still going to out-OC me there. I'm assuming you're OC2 each.
Yes, on my beast snag bows I am.
Alright, so you will be out-OCing me, but I'm still alive, despite the fact that he whiffed really, really hard at you.
I know, but I whipped back.
You did.
And you also saved one of them.
I did see.
All right.
Which was really, really handy.
Okay, so that is it for that turn.
That'll do it. That'll do it for
You
Knights
had
10 to 10.
engage, which I don't know.
I'm not going to
You're
get...
not quite get engaged there,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not quite on engage.
So you want to keep that?
In all honesty, With this army, it should be very easy for me to get, but I also very much want to hold the mid board against you, and I very much want some CP since my gamble didn't pay off.
That is fair.
I will, but the good news is for no prisoners, I did score some points.
You did.
And
You
I can
killed
just get
2
rid of
units
engage.
for no prisoners, the kill rig and the
And your
and,
dreadnought.
dreadnought. Yep.
And so I will be getting rid of engage on all fronts, just because, again, I figure against you, it's better to make you come to me in the middle instead of trying to run off into your deployment zone.
Makes sense.
And then I'll take my points and run.
All
so
right.
we'll go to Orks turn 2. What
Or
you got?
turn 2, do I want to declare a Waaagh? Because I do have to do that at the beginning. So, let me think. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the Waaagh!
Right on.
I have
Waa'ing
neighbors,
Orks.
so I'm not going to scream and it's late at night. But, let's pretend I did it. Waaagh! Woo.
Like warrior.
Yeah, that's why I was actually thinking of like Waluigi or something. But anyway, let's see what I draw. So, Call the Horde.
That's not going to happen.
You don't have any 25 wing models?
No, actually.
Oh, damn. Assassination.
Any of the big ones.
I can do that one. So, I don't think that's going to happen, but we shall see.
Or the assassin who's still hiding over here.
Oh, and I have to battle shark my tank, actually. So let me do that now. He's
Nice.
good. And I do hold 2 objectives. And do I get an extra CP for my grots? No.
Yeah.
So-
So you get 10 points on primary, putting it to 22 to the Knights, 20 to the Orks at the start of your movement phase.
Sounds good. Catching back up. So I did advance a bunch of stuff up. I moved my pig. I'm sending in a pig at a time to kill you.
Bold strategy. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you know, have you ever seen a pig fly?
Weirdly, maybe.
Well,
on
I don't.
airplanes,
I
then.
mean, they might fly. Maybe if he like picked one up and flung it or something.
Fair, fair.
Or maybe he jumps really high. I don't know. Does that count as flying?
Briefly. Falling with style.
Okay. Well, I'm sending one pig in at a time. And with my one pig, I hope to kill that singular armature.
Fair enough.
I do get +1 to charge, so that should help.
There's
I
some
did.
good odds, guys.
I did advance these Killicans up, try to charge and fight this Warglaive, and then over here I moved up my unit of flash gits, and I did move up those 3 grot tanks to assist in killing that other armature.
Fair enough.
So,
but you forgot the most important part of your movement phase, Ethan.
what part? Oh yes, very unfortunately, he did overwatch me with a Melta, rolled a 6, and then killed my battle wagon, which was very sad.
Not for me.
But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make to charge you with cans.
That's fair. But it was a sacrifice I was also willing to make.
Well, let's get into some shooting. All right, so let's start off with the Killicans over there shooting into your Warglaive.
Sounds good.
So, I have my D6 ability, so I gotta push the button. I can actually choose my button, but I don't think I need to with these guys because I'm hoping you'll just die.
Fair enough.
So, let's see, what do I get? 6s. So, each time an attack with this weapon scores a critical wound, I improve the armor penetration by 2.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's not bad. So,
What's the AP on them anyway?
I think they're AP2.
So I'm on my 5-up invul no matter what.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
I can live with that.
But let's pretend
Fine.
you had covered, okay?
And
It's definitely on the best one. But
I'm not rotating ion shields. I'm sort of hoping I get some.
yeah, let's do the dakka. So for 1 CP, I am going to allow myself to reroll 1s, but if I push it, I can reroll everything, but then my weapons gain hazard.
Sounds like fun to me. So you're pushing it?
I'm pushing it.
Good. As an orc player playing this list, I feel like y'all should.
I feel like I have to, yeah. So I'm pushing it, spend the CP for that down to 1. And so let's shoot my rocket launches. So I got 3 of them for 3 D3 shots with blast, but it doesn't matter but that's pretty good.
7 shots isn't
7
bad.
shots is not bad. If only I had sustained with full rerolls, that would have been quite nasty. But then with the double hazardous, I fail on 1s and 2s, so that could be bad. But oops.
So what do you normally hit on?
I normally am hitting on 4s, so it's going to be 5s.
Hang on, 5s.
Actually. So let me do that. On 1 to 2, I take mortals. I don't. I rolled a 5, so I actually get an extra shot for each of the guns. So
cool.
I get 3
more
extra shots. So let me roll these ones first. Those both hit, and then add these to the reroll. Okay, that's not bad.
That could definitely be worse.
And 9 on the rocket launchers.
You will need 5s then.
I do need 5s. 1. AP 4.
Fair enough. 5 up invul. Which I do fail.
3 damage.
3 damage?
Yeah.
3 6 up, feel no pains, because I'm an Imperial Knight. Nope. I go down to 7 on him.
And then I got my hazardous. Oh, that does do 3 damage to 1, because I am a vehicle. But you know what? I'll take it, because I think it was worth it to try to kill it.
Yeah, you did 3 damage to me and took 3 damage yourself. I'd call that an even trade.
Yeah, it's a, equal exchange.
It's very knightly.
It's the law of equivalent exchange.
Very chivalrous.
All right. So let's do some charging, because that's really all I got left now.
Fair enough.
Charging this unit of Killicans into this armature.
Sounds like fun. A 7 will do.
7 will do it.
With your pile-ins, you should be able to get everybody in.
I don't think the last guy, but... and then let's charge the pig into that guy. 5. But I get +1 because of this thing.
So a total of 6.
6.
Are you within 7?
Anyway,
Not over my base on this.
just out, it looks like.
You're going to re-roll that?
I'm going to reroll it because I need you to die.
That's fair. It got worse.
No, it's the same because I rolled a 5 the first
That's
time.
true. That's
That
true.
would have been a 7 if it was S6 last time. That was very sad.
Not for me.
Let's charge my grot tanks in. Or
The not
other
tanks?
side. The not tanks. Nope, failed on that. So the only combat that's going to really matter is this one. So let's start over here, do some piling in. Ooh, 3.
That's rough.
It is rough. It is very rough. But you know what? It happens. But I am going to push the button, and I am going to choose sustained hits as my option. And then
Sounds good.
I'm going to see if I take mortals on... No, I don't. I get an extra attack with each of my guys for their activation. Oh, it's only when they shoot, actually, so never mind on that one. But I do still get sustained.
Hell
So, all of my weapons have hazardous now, which is not necessarily the best, but you know, sustained is not bad.
No, sustained is not bad.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 15 attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12.
Do you ever play
13,
shuffle for dice?
14, and 15. 15 attacks. These are hitting on 3s. Oh no, 4s actually.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That is not the best roll ever.
No, it's not.
And I didn't get a single 6. And I got 1 wound. It's AP 2.
You too, so 5 up? No, what's
3
the
damage.
3 damage.
Alright, and
will
then I
go down
have
to
5 hazardous. Fortunately, nothing on that, which is great. Alright, you get to activate next.
Well, I'm definitely going to activate over there.
That does make sense.
So it'll be 8 attacks again, hitting on 3s. No sustain this time, but I still get to reroll one of them and all that fun stuff. As much fun as it would be to keep a charge bonus the turn after you charge. So I get 7 hits total, And then I'm going to wound you on 3s with a single reroll again. All right, that's going to be 6 wounds this time, significantly better at AP 2, damage 1.
6 attacks at AP 2, damage 1, 2, 4, 6. I have 5 ups now because of the Waaagh. So I save
Good
3.
thing too.
And
6 up heal.
6 up heal. Nope. So you'll
So I kill
count
2
2
more.
And then actually, really quick, I do have some extra attacks. I just realized with the other unit because I have +1 strength, +1 attack on the Waaagh over here. So you mind if I
by all
do
means.
those 5? So I got 5 of those attacks that I missed. Do hit with them, but no sustained. And then 4s. 1.
1 more on a 5. 3 damage again, yeah?
Yep, 3 more damage.
No saves that time either. I go down to 6.
That is slightly better.
You have half kill there.
All right, let's do my beast snagga boys over there. So let's do the beast boss first, since he's the most likely to kill you. He does get an extra attack now, though, and which should be helpful. So re-rolling the 1s, thankfully. All right, that's all of those. And then these are on 4s. 2.
AP?
AP 1.
2 4-up saves. Pass 1, fail 1, damage.
2.
Or not.
Gross. With my beast boys, I have 3 attacks each now for them. And I'm an extra strength, so I'm strength 6 now.
Ooh.
So
But
that
you
does
got 5s instead.
Yeah. 2, 4. How many guys are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So it's 12. 2.
It's still weird to me they don't
6,
have
8,
anti-monster, anti-vehicle, anti-anything.
10. They have rerolls for monsters and vehicles. That's their thing.
No, fair enough.
So hitting on 2s. Rerolling. And then wounding you on 5s now instead of 6.
Correct.
That is 5.
AP?
AP 0.
5 3-up saves. Well, 2 go through.
1
6
damage.
up feel no pain. All right, 2 more damage.
You
He
do
goes
feel
down.
those ones.
I do feel those ones. I'm too focused on your boss, you know?
That's fair.
So he's down to 5.
So and then you have your
And then I do have my little buddy over
Your
here.
war
who's
wave.
going to do strike attacks. 4 of them hitting on 3s. I can reroll 1 of those, thankfully. Cool. And your toughness 6, I'm assuming?
T6, yep.
Okay, so I'll wound you on 3s with this, with 1 reroll. Cool, that's just 1 at AP 3.
1 at AP 3. Save it.
Nice. All right, fair enough.
All right, so end of the turn, I do get extend battle lines for full points, because I do hold 1 in my deployment and 1 in no man's land. Assassinate, I think I will pitch for the CP, because I'd rather have that, and I don't think I'm getting it anytime soon unless you start to move stuff up. So
I mean, stuff is going to start to come up. But
yeah, that's fair. So
I kind of have to. I can't be
going
here forever.
into your turn.
Yeah, at the end of your turn, I will be picking up my assassin, so I'll migrate
Makes
her
sense.
in just a second. But as far as secondaries, I'm going to have establish locus. Good thing I picked her up, and defend stronghold, which should be a relatively safe one for me.
That's fair.
So at the start of the turn, I'm also holding. What's the OC on these guys?
The OC on those guys is
Because that could matter a lot.
they are OC 2 each.
And you have 3 on the point.
Yep.
I'm OC 8. This one is still mine.
Gross.
So I am going to be holding 2 for those purposes. Because I'm not going to have OC over there yet.
No.
But I will be holding 2 for take and hold in turn 3. And then be putting it up to 32 to your 25 before any secondaries. I'll move into my movement phase and be right back. So I am done with my movement phase. Moving into shooting, but what I did do, this guy came out through the terrain. He did pass the random little D6 battle shock check, and so he's going to be trying to deal with these guys over here. That armiger failed his battle shock and has stayed in combat. I'm going to shoot the Melta out and see if I can do some more damage to those killicans over there before I inevitably eventually stop being lucky and die to what I'm in melee with. I lined up both of these Helvrins on the flash gets in the back. This guy also has line of sight to the flash gets in the back. Not much else, in all honesty, unless I really want to come this direction, but I'm hoping he can take care of this for me. And then the Crusader, thankfully, because this pig failed his charge, does have line of sight onto the pig. So we're going to give him another shot to kill something important of my opponents. And then last but not least, the Calidus has shown up back in EP's deployment zone, as far back in that corner as humanly possible, to establish a locus and hopefully survive long enough to pop back up and give me some more points again at some point.
Yes, and I will rapid ingress.
Rapid ingress. Fair enough.
Because I'm gonna bring in the boys. The Storm Boys.
Fair enough. So you're gonna try and kill my assassin with some Storm Boys.
That is the hope.
She does have fights first, you know.
That is fair. But you have like a weird flamethrower, so maybe
I also have a flamethrower.
I should go back behind the wall. Smart.
I mean, I'm not going to overwatch you right now. I'll overwatch you when you charge.
No, but like on your turn, you could just flamethrower me.
Well, yeah, but then I wouldn't be establishing a locus.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm not going to shoot you while I'm establishing.
Yeah, you establish the locust, or you shoot me. You should shoot me.
No, I'm definitely going to establish the locust. That's what she's here for.
Well, Storm Boys, you know, I'll see what they do.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll die.
They might die. They might kill her. She's pretty important. She's one of the few things in my army that actually scores secondaries.
Yeah, so I need her to die.
It wouldn't hurt. All right. I'm going to start shooting. I'll start with the easy shooting. That guy is going to shoot the killicans on that side.
All right.
No CP or anything like that being spent here. We're just going to see what happens. I'm going to be hitting you on 4s because we're engaged. I'll start with the baby Melta, hitting on a 3. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll wound you on a 3. No. You're only T6, right?
T6, yeah.
You ready for me to gamble then?
Yeah.
I'll use my wound reroll now.
Oh.
It whiffs. Of course it does. Means I don't have a wound reroll on the other gun, but that's okay. I still have my hit reroll.
Thank God.
And I'm going to wound you on 2s.
Okay, just roll once. That was an outer one.
Okay, so that actually worked out. That's 2 AP 4 into your buddies over there.
Save 1.
Okay. Well, then that guy behind the back there is very dead, as I'm still within Melta range, so he takes only 5 damage, but that's enough to kill one anyway.
He does die. Does he explode?
No. Alright, so that's his shooting done. Moving on, let's do some of the boring stuff. I'm going to start shooting armigers into your flash gets just to try to whittle them down a little bit. This guy's heavy stubber is not in range, but that's okay. Again, no CP, nothing fancy. We're just going to shoot at you 8 times.
Okay.
I probably should be spending a CP for the higher strength or something, but... And for anybody asking about bondsman abilities, I was out of range to do them at all this turn and forgot to mention that I was doing them last turn. But I do in fact remember those exist, I promise.
Okay.
And then you are toughness at least 5, right?
I'm not, yeah, 25 cents.
All right, that is 3 wounds at AP 1, but you definitely have cover, so 3 regular saves.
I definitely save all.
That's pretty good.
Because I'm still in the Waaagh, which means I have a 5-up invul.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, I'll take it.
All right, rinse and repeat. Helvrit number 2. This one does have a heavy stubber in range for after I'm done with this gun. All right, 7 hits is not a bad start.
No, not bad.
Wounding you on 3s.
Just roll a lot of, yeah, like that.
With a reroll. 5 on your regular saves, on your 5-up invuln.
I saved 2.
Well, that'll mince 3 of them. 3 damage at a time. And then 3 heavy stubber shots.
2, 3.
1 hit, and these will wound you on 5s. Nothing there. You know, that could have gone better. It could have gone worse. The good news for me is...
I'm happy with the way this went.
Well, the good news for me is the Knight Castellan can see you too.
Yeah, that is good.
And he doesn't have... No, he does have some targets. We'll leave him for a second.
Yeah. What
I'm going to shoot this guy first instead.
Okay.
So this is going to be 2d3 plus 1, for blast coming into these guys.
Okay.
So that's a total of 6 shots. Not bad. You are the closest eligible target to me. So I'm going to be hitting you on 2s.
Nice.
Because that's what errants do. And I can reroll one of those for free. Awesome.
All right.
I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure this guy's melta cannon is strength 12.
Some.
It is,
right?
in fact.
So,
So wounding you on 2s.
Yep.
That is all of them. That is 5 at AP 4.
5 saves. Save 1.
Good. It's minimum 7 damage each.
Minimum 7 damage each.
You're in melta range, and this gun is melta 6 for no reason.
Oh, it's just flat 6.
It's D6 plus melta 6.
Oh, D6 plus melta 6.
So minimum 7.
Yeah. Sorry, how many die was that?
You passed 1 out of...
5?
Yes.
So 4 explosions. No.
Fabulous.
2, 3, and 4. My killicans!
I'm sorry. I haven't, I haven't run this guy in a very long time, and he's making me wonder why I haven't. 3 Storm Spear rocket pods. Also hitting on 2s, but no rerolls here. I'm going to wound you on 3s with these. I haven't used my wound reroll yet. That's 2 at AP 2.
Save 1, and yeah.
This
save
is
1.
a flat D6, so
Okay.
I'm very unlikely to kill one. I almost killed one.
You almost kill one, but not quite.
But that means that the heavy stubber is going to try.
The heavy stubber is going to fail.
Probably. I'm going to make my charge longer to boot, but I'm still hitting you on 2s.
Gross.
And then I'm going to be wounding you on 5s. That's
Oh my
4
goodness.
at AP 0. The dice are turning
4,
around. in my favor
3,
today.
and he's dead.
All right, I see it explode.
No. No, my next killican.
Good job, buddy.
That was very sad.
That was pretty solid from him. In all honesty, I wasn't expecting him to do that well.
All right.
And the good news for me is he can no longer see over here, so the Knight Castellan's just
That's
going to
good
dump
news.
everything over there. It is good news. It means I don't have to split my fire, which I've been doing this whole game anyway, because that's what you do with Knights. But now I don't have to, so I can just shoot everything. I'm going to double check. I don't think I moved within range of this, but I might have. I did. Awesome. So I get to use all of the guns except for the funny little chin meltas. And he's my only target, so I'm just going to shoot everything in there. We'll start with the plasma decimator. I'm actually not going to supercharge this time because it literally makes no difference in this case. And I know he hasn't taken any damage yet, but why risk it, right?
Yeah.
So, how many guys are in there right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to be D6 plus 4 for the plasma decimator for 10 shots.
Okay.
What do you do to make this guy angry?
I don't know, but I'm going to kill him next turn.
You might.
I hope so.
It could be difficult, but you might.
I'm going to try my damnedest.
I'll reroll one of these just because.
Okay.
Fabulous. The standard is only strength 8, but that means I'm still wounding you on 3s. That was real bad, but I'll use my wound reroll here. Might as well get out of the way. That's 4 at AP 2 down to AP 1. But you got your invuln.
None of them.
That's 2 damage at a time.
I think I'll only give 2 wounds each on the flash hits. I do only have 2, so that'll come 1.
Moving on to the Twin Siegebreaker Cannon, because I haven't gotten to shoot it in a very long time. It's going to be D6 plus 1 shots for 3.
Okay.
Hitting you on 3s and wounding you on your T5 or 6.
T5.
Okay, so this will wound you on 3s twin linked for reasons. That's 2 at no AP.
Save 1, and do they have they have a 4-up save.
And it's only 1 damage.
So that'll just put 1 to 1.
They have a 4-up save base?
Yeah.
What did you roll, a 3?
Yeah.
Then you would pass, because you definitely have cover for them.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That actually does count
Yeah.
for...
So the Twin Siege Breaker doesn't do anything, and that's fine. The 2 Shield Breaker missiles, because they're funny. Neither hits, because why would they? D3 plus 1 from the Volcano Lance for a total of 3. Hitting you on 3s. Alright. Wounding you on 2s.
Okay.
Naturally. 1 on your invuln.
Damn it.
One of them takes 9 damage.
I really wanted to be like, this orc just survived a volcano cannon to the face. It would have been so funny.
I was fully expecting that to happen.
Only.
I only have 1 model left to shoot. It's the nice thing about playing Knights. You go pretty quick. He is going to dump everything into him. Let's do this. Battle Cannon 2d6 plus 6. Because if I can get rid of him, life's easy. So that's 7 plus 6 is 13. Hitting on 3s. What does this guy save out of curiosity?
He has a... I think he has a 5-up save. Well, actually, I don't know his regular save is. Let me double check for you. He has a 3-up save.
Okay. Invuln?
5-up.
Okay, cool. And his toughness? So
He's
one more thing?
8.
Okay, cool. So I will re-roll a hit on the Battle Cannon then, because the Battle Cannon's got some decent odds to do some damage, but not if I roll that. But I do have 2 sustains,
Yep.
so that's a decent start. Now I'm going to wound you on 3s.
Yep.
And I might as well re-roll this one as well. No. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at
What's the AP?
-1. -1, but I'm pretty sure you've got cover.
So minus none.
-9.
8 3-ups.
You got it.
2, 4, 6, 8. Come on, 3-ups. Who do we appreciate? Apparently not me.
Damn. That's 12 damage.
That is 12 damage. But I
you
do
do
have
have
feel
feel
no
no
pains. So it's 8. Feel no pains. Make all the feel no pains. I actually made 4.
That's perfectly
I think he is
statistical.
alive. No, he has 8 wounds exactly.
So I killed him exactly
Yeah.
with just the battle cannon.
With just the battle cannon. That was very unfortunate.
Go Crusader.
Oh.
That makes life easy. I don't have to roll the rest of the guns. Life is good.
Okay.
I only have 1 charge. This guy is going to try and make it over here, and it'll probably be a sacrifice play because one of those guys will come out and ruin my day. Although you're done advancing and charging, aren't you?
Yeah. All right. I am going to.
So I'm going to try.
I'm going to.
I'm going to need an 8.
I'm gonna do Overwatch for a CP.
If I make it. Which I don't.
Fighting over here.
Yeah, you get to punch me first.
You get to punch you first. So I'll do my 6 attacks. Was 7 because it's still the wall actually. Hitting on 2s, rerolling. That's everything. Anti-vehicle 4+. 1. I'm rolling horribly bad on
Jesus
that every time.
Christ. It goes through. 2
It's
damage,
2 damage.
right?
Yep. Yeah, don't
2
save them
damage,
this time.
Down to 3.
All right, and then 12 attacks with the other guys. So there and there. Yep. Reroll those ones. And 2s, rerolling the 1s. All of them. And winning on 5. Correct. I dropped one of those.
Your dice keep escaping, Ethan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, and I've only got 3 wounds left.
Yes.
And these are 3-up saves.
Just roll 2s and 1s. Like a lot of them. There you go.
That would do it.
You did exactly
I am,
what I thought.
however, definitely going to CP re-roll out of spite. Because I can. 3-up. Okay.
Oh
So
my
2
God.
more damage goes through. 6-up, feel no pains.
Hey,
I'm
to be fair,
alive
you
on
could have
one
you
wound.
could have just not CP'd it.
I could have, but staying alive on 1 wound out of spite is just hilarious to me. Especially since I'll get to fight back, and I might take that point off of you for my turn, because I'm still OC8.
That's
If I
fair.
kill enough of you, that can be a pretty nice point swing for me. So I'm going to swing back at you.
All right.
I'm hitting you on 4s now, because I'm
You are
very,
bracketed,
very
yeah.
injured.
That's fair.
very injured.
That's
And
pretty...
man, did it hurt. But that's 3 hits. And then 3 wounds at AP 2. 1 damage.
3 5-ups. Nope.
1 damage each.
6-ups. Nothing.
Alright, I'll kill 3 more, and that means I'll claim that point from you. Oh, except I'm battle shocked.
You are battle shocked.
I am battle shocked.
So you actually won't claim that point from me.
But in my command phase, I'll probably auto pass him just to claim that point.
But that's it goes to my turn first. You're battle shocked for all of my turn.
Correct. I forgot that it was my turn just now.
Yeah. Well, actually, are you battle shocked?
I am. I failed at the start of my turn.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you're battle shocked until your next turn.
Yeah.
So I'll still hold that.
For some reason, I was feeling like it was just your turn, even though I just killed a bunch of stuff.
No.
No?
All right.
No? Fair enough.
So is that going on to Ork's turn?
I think so. I have established a locus in your deployment zone. She's very much in the corner, but we moved her up a little bit just so we don't run her over. And Defense Stronghold is ongoing and likely to stay, especially given that Ethan's no longer advancing and charging. But Ethan is going to score 10 points on primary again, as he's still holding that objective because I'm still battle shocked.
And then I'm going to go to 2 CP, and then do I get a CP for my grots? I do. I'm at 3.
Nice.
Great. And then I did get recover assets and establish locus as my options here, which aren't the best, but not impossible actually, because I do still have my unit in deep strike. So we'll see if there's any spots back there, maybe.
There could be. It wouldn't surprise me.
I actually think there might be, yeah. But we'll get to that in a moment. Let's go to the movement phase. Oh, and I do actually, because of my unit, get to bring back a flash kick.
Nice.
Yay!
All right.
All right.
On to the movement phase. See you soon.
So I moved up my stuff more since you do have killed a lot of my stuff and I don't have much left. But you know what I do still have? Mazrog's Brand.
He's the whole reason I've
And
stayed
he's
back as
so
far as I
good
have.
at killing tanks that hopefully he'll live and murder people. But this lone grot tank is about to be legendary and save. He's gonna murder that guy.
Definitely.
It's just gonna be important for me.
Yeah.
And then other than that, I moved up the other killicans over there, and they're recovering along with my grots there. I brought down a unit of Storm Boys in your deployment zone to establish Locus. And that is what I've done. Oh yeah, and I moved over here and you overwatched me and killed 2 of my Storm Boys, but that's okay.
And here's to hoping I can kill you before you kill me over there.
Here's to hoping to no.
Fair.
All right. So let's see. We're gonna see what we can do here. Let's do some shooting. So first off, I'm gonna do a couple things here because I really want you to die.
I know.
So I am going to choose sustained hits on him. I am then going to spend a CP to reroll hit rolls, and then I'm gonna push it so it's hazardous. So now, and then I'm gonna spend another CP to be +1 to wound and +1 damage on my attacks, and because I'm gonna push that one as well. So now, if I roll a 1 or a 2, it's hazardous.
Glorious.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend my one last CP to rotate my ion shields.
Yeah, you do that. You do that.
I will.
So, I mean, it's not that crazy because it is only D3 shots, but...
I know, but at the same time, I might as well try to survive.
D3
it would
shots.
be a nice point swing for me. One shot.
One shot.
Are you going to invest all 3 CP into this hero play?
I really need this guy to die. I'm going to do it. Let's go.
0.
2.
That's
Okay.
better.
That's pretty good so far. Come on, 6s. Do I want to get greedy? Probably not. Probably shouldn't get too greedy. No, but those do hit.
Yeah, that's 2 hits.
And then these are normally wounding out on 5s, but 4s.
Yeah.
1!
1.
Yeah, 1.
1 4-up and vulnerable save. Which I pass. You could still get him in melee. Just saying.
Okay. Well, now that my hopes and dreams have been crushed, let's move on to something else.
I'd call that pretty efficient command point economy on my part. I only spent 1 to your 3, and nothing happened. It's perfect.
I don't want to talk about it. All right, that's it. I'm shooting my snazza gun at you. And you have 1 wound left on that dumb
Only
guy?
1.
That's
Only
so
1.
I'm shooting my snazza gun into your... Let's see. Let me see. Hold on here.
I know, the orc player is running out of dakka.
20 full range? You can only shoot that guy. I swear to God, if he lives with 1 wound again.
It's only happened once.
Alright. 1 unit is shooting here, because they'll get 4 shots.
So 1 random dude shooting there.
And then the other 2 will shoot into that.
Okay.
These are sustained 1. And I might as well use the ammo run, so once per battle I can gain lethal. So I'll have sustained and lethal. I can reroll hit rolls of 1 as well, thanks to my more dakka. So,
sounds great.
they're going to try to do as much as humanly possible.
As orcishly possible.
Or that one. Whichever comes first.
I mean, orcs can do things that are much less possible than humans.
Exactly. So yeah, maybe orchestally possible is the way to go. So I have 6 shots into the armature, hitting on 5s. But we're rolling 1s. That's pretty good.
That's not bad at all.
Especially because I got 2 sustained, 2 lethal. Missed that one, but 2 sustained. And
those 2 are also lethal, so you just have to roll those 4 for wounds.
yeah. So these go here. And I'm strength 6.
So
5s. Yeah. That's not bad.
6 wounds is not bad at all. 4 wounds.
4
4 wounds.
AP 1.
4 out. Well, what's the damage on these?
2
2 each,
each.
right? Hey, it could happen. Yeah, no, he is dead.
No,
So-
that was into that guy.
Oh, that was into that one.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. Oh, God. I forget what I rolled. Although, also, he should be saving on 3s then, because they're AP 1, and I'm in cover.
I don't know what you rolled.
Me either. Should I just re-roll it? Or do you want to look back at it?
No, you should re-roll it.
Okay. So because I forgot, I didn't realize which armature was being shot at, I do have cover on this one because he's within 6 inches of this guy. So we'll be saving on 3s since they're only AP 1. And that works out vaguely similarly, so 2 damage each.
Yeah, so
All right. So 4 damage. Oop, go back here. And 6 up fuel pains. So I take 2 damage.
Okay.
I go down to 10.
And then the other guy, no rerolls, 1 hit. And 1 wound.
So
AP 1.
a single 4-up save to live.
Yeah.
No.
He's dead.
Unless.
Does he explode?
Unless. Okay, now he's dead.
You're gonna have to save both of those?
It happened before already this game. All right, he
No
finally
explode.
goes down. I have lost
All
my
right.
first model of the day.
Hooray! All right,
The life of a
charging
night player.
phase. Pig into Armiger.
By all means.
Do not doubt the power of the pig.
I
Eden's charge,
definitely
go! That's a 5. That's a 7.
So the pig whiffed, in fact. Just.
Yeah, just barely.
That's a shame.
And then charging over here.
Naturally.
I do that.
Cool.
All right.
They don't have impact hits or anything?
No.
All right. In that case, I'm going to be as obnoxious as possible.
Yeah, do your thing.
I will. She fights first, and she's going to have 5 attacks, hitting on 2s with lethal hits.
Oh, and I'm charging. I should charge here too. Sorry.
Oh, by all means.
Yep. I do make that.
As expected. I do miss 2 of my attacks with her. Go figure. What's your toughness?
5.
5. So I'm moving you on 4s.
Charge 5.
Yeah.
No, that's
Well,
pretty
she
good.
managed to do literally nothing, so you might kill her.
I would like to do that.
Callous Assassin whiffing when charged by a bunch of angry orcs. That's not ideal.
I'll fight over here technically first. So I'm gonna do my thing. So let's do lethals. Oh yeah, your hazardous from earlier. On a 1 or 2, he's fine. And I'll be choosing lethal. So let's see. Come on, Killican. Avenge your brethren. All right, 3 attacks. Okay, 2, and these are lethal, so that's 2 wounds. They're AP 2. He's got 6 wounds left.
2 5-up saves.
2 5-up saves, fail them both.
Or pass 1, fail 1.
Ah,
And then feel no pains. Which I pass 1 of. I go down to 4.
all right.
I am not dead yet.
But you should have been.
I probably should be dead. Punch me over there.
All right, Storm Boys. Melee attacks. I got 6 with the regular guys. Hitting on 3s. And
Nice.
strength 4.
So 4s. Yes.
3, AP 1.
Cool. 3 4-up and vulnerable saves for her. She passes 2, takes 1. She's down to 3.
Down to 3. All right, Power Claw. 2 hits.
2s
And
to
2s.
lose.
Oh my god.
1 4-up and vulnerable.
Oh my
passes.
god.
She's got 3 wounds left over there.
This is going terribly.
But the good news is, since I'm in the corner, I'm not going to be able to do my D6 move away from you shenanigans. So I'm going to be stuck there with you.
Yeah.
So that's one advantage you have. No uppy downing for me now. So I'm not going to be able to move far enough.
This was a very sad turn for the orcs.
It was, especially since I haven't punched you back over here yet.
What's the color of sad for orcs? That's the color they are right now.
I don't know. What
I'm gonna
color?
have to paint all my models in that color now.
Oh, that's hard. I'm trying to come up with something fun for that, but I can't. I just can't. You do have 3 wounds at AP 3 into this particular Killican, though.
Nope.
And those are flat 3 each, too.
Does he explode? Spite death?
Almost.
Ah! That Killican tried so hard,
He did.
and you didn't let him do what he was supposed to do.
Well, you see, he saw the other one go down and went, no, I'm not dying to this little piece of garbage. I've got vengeance.
No.
Hell yeah.
No. All right, so end of my turn for orcs, I will get recover assets, or not
If I
recover.
don't
I will
kill
get establish locusts, and then recover. We'll see if I get on my next turn.
And at the end of your turn, I will have successfully defended my stronghold for 3 points.
Yes, sir.
So at the end of round 3, we are in a dead tie at 3 rounds each.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
But going into turn 4,
Going into turn 4, I gain a CP, you gain a CP. I immediately
You do have
spend
to-
it to auto pass.
to auto pass. So you have no CP now.
So I have no CP now,
Okay.
but I will be holding 2 objectives for 10 points as a result of that. And my new secondaries are extend battle lines, which I already have, which is nice, and bring it down. Do those pigs count as monsters by chance?
Yeah, I believe I do.
I hope so, because they're the ones that need to die the most.
They need to live the most, actually.
All right. Well,
no pork dinner for you tonight. Yeah, they're mounted. They're not monsters.
So I'm not going to be getting Bring It Down unless I hunt down those two things way the hell over there.
Maybe it was bad that you killed the crab thing.
Maybe. But we'll see. Going into my movement phase.
All right,
what happens.
Go ahead.
So at the end of night movement, I decided to be significantly more aggressive this turn. Normally I'd want to run out on turn 3, but with these guys running around, saving it until now was kind of important just to keep me from dying immediately. Hopefully though, this turn I can do a lot of damage. The Crusader over there in the corner stayed still again. He's just standing there in his little hidey hole because he can see this pig that managed to fail his charge, which makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah, rub it in.
I will, absolutely. I moved this Helvrin up specifically so that I can see those little tanks over there, well, the Killicans, because they are currently getting him some points, and I've got Bring It Down when I kill. There's really nothing else on the table for me to kill for Bring It Down except for those two little dudes, so I might as well try. This Helvrin moved up just to consolidate on the objective, but is ready to shoot back and hopefully get rid of them. If he doesn't, well, he's 8OC and they won't be too much of a problem at that point. The Errant's gonna see what he can do with his Melta 6 into our super tanky buddy there. And if this turn goes well, the Orks will have very little left and I'll be able to start running away with a little bit.
Don't forget my
despite
Overwatch.
having to be as cagey as I was. Yes. I was Overwatch when I moved this guy up. He really, really, really wants this Armature dead. He has spent 4 CP so far attempting to. I took 1 damage from the, what's the big next gun called again?
No, that was the Snagger gun or whatever.
So one of their snaz guns did get through on the Overwatch, but I did pass one of the 2 6 up Feel No Pains, leaving me still functional. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you, who's your warlord?
He is.
So you're telling me that in my turn 5, I might finally have a 5 up Feel No Pain?
Let's see.
All right. Let's see what happens.
I hope that is wrong. Not the case.
So I'm going to start shooting at you a lot. I'm going to start with this guy who only really has 1 target back to here. He's also the only one who can see back here, really. So this Helvrin is going to try and get rid of these guys. It is worth noting, by the way, this Armature does have the ability to advance and shoot, but he didn't advance. I just did it for the sake of reminding myself. This one is hitting on 2s because of our good friend the Crusader back there.
All right.
And let's dump some guns into some Storm Boys.
Sounds good.
So I'll be hitting you on 3s with 1 reroll, as normal. That is not bad. Nice and statistical. Can we swing it? We can. All right, I am strength 9.
T5.
That is 4 at AP 1.
Aim and cover, so
You are.
5. Let's see. 4? 4. Okay. Save 2.
Not bad.
You're
And
welcome.
then I just have the heavy stubber. 2 Goker Splat. Heavy stubber, hitting on 3s. No rerolls here, only 1 hit. And when you go on a 5. No. Well, it is what it is. Okay, the Crusader is going to go after his primary target, the pig in the middle.
Please don't kill my pig. He must live. The pig must live.
Let's see if the battle cannon does it by itself again. 2d6 plus
Roll
6
so much
shots.
worse, please. That is the opposite of what I asked for.
That's going to be 18 shots with the rapid fire battle cannon. And look, I have 18 dice. How convenient. I'm hitting you on 3s.
Okay.
Well, the
that's
good
at
news
least-
is this
that's
was
at
not a
least-
great
yeah,
roll.
That's this is more my speed. You only got 1 sustain.
And I'm going to reroll 1. Cool.
Okay,
cool,
okay,
cool.
it's going good.
That's better. That's better. I didn't have to go get more dice. There's my sustain. Gives me right. And now I'm going to wound you on 3s, and I'll use my reroll here as well. Of course I will. because if the battle cannon does it for a second time in a row, I'll just be stoked. So that is 10 wounds at -1, but you definitely have cover.
10 3-ups. Come on, Peg.
Oh, he rolled much better than the last one.
So much better.
That's 3 damage flat.
3-up, 5-up, feel no pain for 1. I take 2.
All right, that means the rest of the guns actually have to shoot. What a shame.
Live, Pig, live.
Missiles.
Okay.
Nice.
That's not what I wanted, but at least there's no sustained.
I need to remember if they are strength 8 or strength 9 on these little crack missiles. Because that actually matters.
Does I am T8.
The Storm Spear is strength 8. I'm going to wound you on 4s.
Nice. I'll take it.
That's 2. These are at AP 2, so these will be 4-up saves for them.
4-ups. Make one.
This is D6 for 4 damage.
Okay, that's not great, but we can survive this. Save 1. Okay, down to 3.
Not bad, not bad. And now I shoot you 18 times again with the Gatling Cannon.
Yeah, but this time don't roll. Just roll bad. Really, really bad.
Okay, for what it's worth, I've already rolled worse than last time. Or you rolled much better than last time. I didn't
definitely the second one. You have not rolled. Well, it's sort of, but not really. That's a lot of 6s. That's a lot of 6s.
That is quite a few 6s.
That's too many 6s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s.
That's too.
And 5 misses.
That's
I
too
hit
many
18
6s.
out of 18.
That's too many 6s.
That means I still don't have to get more dice out. That is stupidly convenient.
All right, 5s though.
5s.
Come on, roll significantly worse this time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 4-ups.
And these are
eh?
these are also AP 2. So with your cover,
7 4-ups. Let's go. That is horrifyingly
Oh, that is
bad.
much better. That's 10 damage.
Okay, that's okay. You know, we can still make it. We can still survive this, Pig.
You could.
Come on.
I've seen weirder things happen.
It was 2, 4, 6, 8,
10. I think I killed the pig.
Not my pig. Does the pig explode?
I mean, he's just mounted, so probably not.
He could explode into bacon.
That would be tasty.
You can't eat bacon. You're a robot.
I'm a pilot inside of a robot.
No, you don't get to leave your robot suit. I do not.
Well, that's true. I didn't bring Canis Rex, so.
Yeah, exactly. Goodbye, sweet pig.
I'll take that. Not ideal for you, but I'm not going to complain.
I'm complaining.
I'm now going to shoot this guy into Mazrog.
Mazrog?
Mazrog. I don't know. It looks so weird. 2 shots hitting on 4s. I'm very bracketed. My armature is not very excited right now.
Okay, come on. Just keep rolling bad. No.
That's 2 hits. Is his toughness any higher?
He's T8.
And no -1 to wound or anything fancy like that? No. 3s.
Okay.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
1 reroll. That's 1 on your invuln.
4-up. Make it.
You're fine. Baby Melta. Hits. Baby Melta.
Do you hit on 2s? Because you're bracketed, right? So
Oh, that's
it'd be
right.
a
I'm
miss.
sorry. That does miss. Thank you. All right. On to the big guy.
All right.
I'm in Melta range with the big guy.
Let's go.
2d3 shots.
Roll bad. Okay.
For 4.
That's not
That's right about average.
what I wanted.
I'm going to hit you on...
Wanted below average.
I know. I'm going to hit you with 2s, because
Okay.
you are the closest
Just
eligible
roll.
target.
Just roll all ones. Come on.
It's already happened once, basically.
Roll it into another one.
I might.
No, that's not what
I
happened.
think, you telling my dice to roll worse is not working.
Roll
out well
worse.
for you.
Roll really bad. The worst you could. I'm channeling all my energy
I'm going
into
to wound
this
you
roll.
on 3s.
Oh! I channeled it! I did it! I'm psychic!
2 wounds. Much to my sadness.
All right, come on. I'm channeling my energy. I saved 1.
You saved 1.
Okay. Come on. Roll bad.
8 damage.
Okay, 8 damage. That's not great. That's. I can definitely survive this. I only have to make 1 to live.
You're not wrong.
Oh, look at that! Oh, I channeled my energy.
Yeah, you got 5 wounds left,
I do.
which is slightly upsetting. I might be able to kill you on the charge, though. We'll have to see.
Okay.
You can't
Come
do
on,
that.
Mazrak, you
That's
got this.
all right.
You can survive.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because I'm very spiteful, I can't quite see these guys. So
Yeah.
my entire Knight Castellan is going to try to finish off your flash gets.
I believe in them.
D6 plus 3 from the plasma cannon for 5.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s. We're not supercharging.
Okay.
Supercharging seems like
Okay. It's going good
I'll
so
reroll
far.
my hit here. I'll wound you on 3s.
Yes!
Nice.
It's happening.
I'm still going to reroll
The
one of
comeback.
those.
The
Nope.
comeback.
Well, that was a whiffer. I'm going to shoot 2 missiles at you now.
Okay.
Those
okay.
hit.
Just
These
roll
will
that.
move you on 2s. That's 2 at AP 6.
Let's see. What kind of save are we looking at here? That's 4 up save.
So,
That does like 1 damage each, right?
clearly, I believe it's just flat D6.
Oh,
It's D6 plus 1.
Oh, that's sad.
So I'm gonna
'cause
kill
you could-
2.
You could have rolled a 1.
I could have. I mean, I didn't, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
But you
hey,
could have, and that would have been nice.
I'll shoot the Siegebreaker Cannon, D6 shots for 5.
Okay.
Hitting
Okay.
you on 3s.
Come on.
And then you're T5, right?
I'm T5.
Yeah, so I'm going to wound you on 3s, twin linked.
Okay. Okay.
2 at no AP,
Save him.
and that's only 1 damage. It would be. No, because you got cover. You
Yeah.
got +1. So all that's left is the
Okay,
Volcano
come
Lance.
on. Volcano Lance. Live.
I get 3 shots.
Okay, that's not what we want to see.
hitting on 3s.
Come on. Oh!
Man, that's happening to me a lot this time around. That's a wound though at AP 4, 5. 5. AP 5.
Well, I will leave them Big Mech alive.
Yeah, the big mech will survive. It's unfortunate, but that's where we're at. Okay, so all I've got left is the Helver, and the question is, do I try to pick more wounds off of the pig, or do I do his original job? Let's see, how many those things would be? How many points each for Bring It Down?
They have less than. They have only 5 wounds each, so it'd be 2 points per thing. I think.
Oh, but it's 2 points. Oh, but it's
So you get
it's
4.
the models in the destroyed unit.
Oh, so it's just 2 points.
Gross. Although it is more than 20 at its starting strength, right?
Is it? They're 5 each. There's 6 of them.
Yeah, so it'd be at 30 wounds to start. So if I wiped the whole thing,
Yeah, you could get a lot of them.
yeah. Combined wounds characteristic of 20 to starting strength is 6 VP.
Yeah,
So I should definitely shoot at that instead.
probably.
Yeah. And I'll just have to hope and pray that I can kill him in melee.
I hope you can.
I know you do. So the Hellrun's going to dump everything into those 2, partially because it'll deny you points, and partially because it could be 6 points for me, which would be awesome.
I definitely hope it doesn't go badly.
But you've got cover.
I do have cover.
I don't have a ton. Don't have any CP to spend on making my guns better. So that's just... I am hitting you on 2s, though, because I do have the bondsman ability on.
Okay, roll a lot of 1s.
I rolled a
That's
1-1, and I can reroll it. Fabulous.
Okay, okay.
And these are going to wound you on 3s, because I'm strength 9.
Yes. Okay,
That's
looking
not
good.
ideal. I get to reroll one of them because I'm a knight. That's 5 at AP 1, down to AP 0 because you've got cover.
5 3-ups. Okay, I saved 3 of
I
them.
kill 1.
You kill 1. So that will deny you that, and it will allow me to keep...
Yeah, because the heavy stubber is definitely not going to do it, but I'm still going to roll it. Of course I am. I mean, if all of these wound and you fail all of them, I'll get it.
That would be something.
That would be something. None wound.
All right.
Okay.
On to charges.
Yeah, I'm out of gun. So, charge-wise, I'm going to start with the armiger going in, so I can make sure I make room for the big guy. Actually, the big guy already has room. So I think I'll move the big guy first, just in case I roll low on the armiger and I don't want to block the big guy. Big guy coming in.
That's a 4.
Which will do.
Yeah, but you definitely would have blocked if you didn't charge him first. So good thing you decided to do that.
Correct. Now the armiger is going to try, because of course he is.
All right.
This isn't ideal because I've left this objective, but I also very much own this objective. So I'm still keeping that tied up, and if I do enough damage, it's going to be nice.
Just roll really bad.
Stop saying.
No, it's working.
You can't interrupt me, so I'm going to start with the Warglaive.
I'm interrupting you.
So I'm going to start with the Warglaive.
I've been like talking.
I know. I got it. Hitting on 4s though, because I'm heavily bracketed.
Okay.
I get to reroll one of them.
And
that's a sustain.
No, that's not what I wanted.
I'm now going to wound you on 3s because the strike is strength 10.
Okay. Okay.
I can roll one of them.
But that's okay, yeah.
That's
we'll
2
take
on
that.
your invuln.
2 4-ups. Come on, make both. Make 0.
Or make neither. That's 6 damage.
Gross, because I only have 5 wounds left, but I feel no pains. Come on! I do save 2 of them, so I am at 1 wound left.
Okay. Can the big guy do it? I'd be
Can
very
he
disappointed.
fail 1 wound for the love of... Can he fail to do any damage? This would be perfect for
Well,
me.
I'm going to use the sweep because you're that wounded, and I don't like relying on... Even though it would be strength 20, there's something about relying on...
Yeah. All right, let's
only
see.
4 attacks that
Let's
I don't
see.
like. So 8 attacks, hitting on 3s with the Thunderstrike.
Okay,
I can re-roll one of
Yeah,
them.
you can roll one of them. And, okay.
And see, this is why.
Strength is?
The strength is still 10.
So 3s.
It will be 3s.
Okay.
I can re-roll one of those because I'm an Imperial Knight.
Yeah.
Nope. That is 3 on your invuln.
3 4-ups, come on. Please make it.
That's 2 damage. No, sorry, 3 damage.
The 3 damage?
3 damage.
That's too much damage. I have to pray for a second. No!
I'll have you know I would have been very disappointed.
I think I do get to fight on death, though, so I'm going to do that at least. So let's see here.
I find that acceptable if that's the case.
Yeah, roll a dice on a 4+.
Alright, you're going to punch me back. Let's find out.
But it's only if he's leading me, so never mind.
Oh, really?
Sad.
He doesn't get that? Okay.
Yeah, it says if he's... Model has not fought this phase, roll a d6. While this model's leading you. Yep. Okay. He does die.
That only works when he's leading a unit. That's wild.
Yeah.
So it's an anti-precision.
Anti-precision. I guess, yeah. But, well, the models that you kill in the unit can fight, basically.
Oh, fair enough. And the only thing left is my Fight's First Calidus sitting over there, who hopefully does a little bit better this time. So
I hope not. I hope this is not the case at all.
Oh, it's already much better because that's a lethal.
Okay, okay.
And I'm going to wound you on 4s.
Just okay.
That's 3 at AP 4, 2 damage.
2 damage each?
2 damage each.
Well, that's pretty sick. Because that's exactly enough to kill them. Like, to the wound.
The Calidus is paying dividends.
Okay.
And she's just going to stand there. So that's the end of my turn. Let's see. I had bring it down and extend, which I forgot to mark here. Obviously, I didn't get bring it down, but you know what? It's a 6-point swing if I kill that thing in my next turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to that, and I will take the 5 points for extend battle lines. And unless you hide that thing incredibly well, which I don't think you can,
Oh, I can't.
he'll be 6 points for me next turn. And then we're gonna move into your turn.
I get established locus at the end of the turn.
Oh, you recover assets?
Or recover assets, sorry, for 3
points.
Yep. And then going into my turn, I do hold 2 objectives.
You do, as long as those guys both pass battle.
They will. So first, the beast snag boss, he's good. So,
So you're gonna have it regardless.
the other unit is not good.
Okay.
And then I gain a CP.
And you do get a CP.
And then do I gain an extra one for my
I
grots?
gain a
No.
CP. All the CP.
And then
And all the dinging.
let's see. So yeah, what do I get for my? I get storm hostile. Interesting. And defend stronghold. Well, defend is definitely doable.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it over there easily.
I could probably Storm Hostile, because I think this guy's base is not actually on the objective, is it? Because this is technically the part of the...
his isn't. He is
He
on
is,
it, though,
so
with
I-
8 OC total.
Yeah, but I could charge and kill them.
He could. He's only got 10 wounds left.
Exactly. Probably try to do. So that is the game plan for me. So on to the movement phase. So in the movement phase, I moved these guys behind the wall to hide from that Helverin. You can shoot me with your big melta cannon, but you know, maybe you'll roll bad and one will live or something. As for over here, I did move up my beast boss and the beast snagger boys, the one that's left. And you did fail, which is nice because I will still get the rerolls now. I am going to save my CP to reroll that charge because I really need you to not make that.
That's fair.
And then I moved my other unit back, and we're going to hopefully, I don't know, kill your 2 armigers there and then prevent you from killing my grot tank that's there, is the goal.
Fair.
And other units just stayed here, and that's about it. So let's move on to the shooting phase.
All right.
So first off, let's shoot my big mech into your wounded knight here. 3 shots. Rerolling 1s, which is nice. 2 hits. Strength 9.
5s.
Whew! AP 2.
5 ups. Fail both.
2d6 damage. 10.
Well, that's not going to happen, but I'm going to roll it anyway.
All right.
Yeah, no, he's gone.
Nope. Does he explode?
He does not. That is a warglaive down.
All right. Now my one kilocan over there is going to shoot into your big knight. D3 shots. I'm going to do lethals, and I'm going to take the hazards for that. So, and then I'm going to roll my dice, see if I get anything. So that, in a 3, that gives me something. On a 3, I add one of the strength characteristics and range of strength characteristics to the ranged weapons. So it's strength 10 then, which is not insane. But D3 shots. 1. And then hitting you on a 4. Yeah, that one. No. That was very sad.
3.
Oh, okay, that's fine. On to the one that matters. Let's do the charge roll. Charging that Helverin. That's a 7. That will make it. I'm not going to reroll it. I don't want to, you know, have anything crazy happen here.
That's fair.
So 7. You have 10 wounds left?
I have 10 wounds left.
That's a lot more than I thought you had.
Well, you only got one of your snaz guns through.
All right, let's see. Fight phase. What do we want to do here? Do get to reroll. Do I have anything that I can use? Nothing useful. All right, that's fine. I can just use the reroll, I guess, for something if I need it. So let's do the attacks with the Beast Snagger Boy himself. So that's hitting on 2, so both of those hit. And that's 1 wound, AP 0.
We're okay.
All right, and then these ones are now dev though, so that's nice. The on 2s, rerolling the 1. Okay, wounding on 4s with dev. Okay, I got a CP one of these. Okay. Nope. So that is just 4 dev wounds.
4 mortals. 6 up feel no pain. I do pass one, so I take 3 more damage and I go down to 7. But I'm not dead, Ethan.
This is very sad.
I'm very not dead.
You should have been dead.
So I'm going to punch you back with my little chicken kicks.
Okay.
It'll be 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 of them. Fabulous. And then I'm strength 6, so I'll wound 1 there. With 1 reroll. Oh, nice. That's 4, no AP, 1
AP.
damage each.
All right, I saved 3 of them.
So you take 1 damage.
Feel no pain. Save that one too.
Fabulous.
All right. So end of my turn. I did not get Storm Hostile, very sad. And Defend Stronghold. So I'll pitch Storm Hostile for a CP because I don't think they're long for this world.
That's fair.
And I will recover. I'll do defend stronghold on your turn. So going into your last turn.
I pick up cleanse and also storm hostile.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I don't know that those are possible for you.
They are. If I fall out of combat, I've got 12 inches of movement. And
Can you fall back in charge?
No, but I can move 12 inches, and I have 8 OC.
That's true, but I can overwatch you.
That's true. The big guys can do actions and shoot.
That's fair.
So I might be able to pull off some stuff. We'll see. Let's move into the Knight's movement phase. So at the end of the Knight movement phase, this game is much closer than it seems by how much has been killed. And so I'm also in the deny points as much as possible.
Don't take
scenario.
my points away. That's
So-
all I have left.
So what I've gone ahead and done, this guy has moved onto this objective just to make sure it doesn't get taken at the bottom of the turn, since Ethan does have bottom of the turn advantage. But he is a Titanic character, so he can still shoot, and he'll be shooting over into these guys. The Knight Castellan over there was able to move up enough where he can, in fact, see that lovely little grot tank right there that really needs to die, because it's a 6-point swing for me. So a lot of that's probably going to go there. The Helverin fell back out of combat and just sat on that objective, again just trying to deny points at this point. The Calidus has gone ahead and dropped in just to do a spiteful little shoot at that big mech and try to charge, likely fail, but hey, it is what it is. And the plan is for Castellan to charge onto that objective, specifically just to deny the primary points at the end of the game. Because if I kill those guys, but I don't kill the big mech, he could advance onto it, scoring some more points, and the game's just tight enough where I really don't want that to happen. So at this point, I'm going to shoot at it.
All right.
And we'll see what happens. When it comes to the Castellan, I know that the stupid little thunk gun is not going to kill that entire unit. So I am going to shoot the little twin thing down into here just to open up some space potentially. But everything else is going into that poor grot tank.
Okay.
Because I
Come
think
on.
that seems fair. So the
Roll
grot tank,
so bad.
here's the 2 missiles. I'm hitting you on 3s.
Okay, that's not working.
I'm going to hit you on 2s.
Strength 12.
12 or 14. It's stupidly high. Like unnecessarily high. 12. Not bad.
Okay.
But it is 2 at AP 6.
5 ups.
You still have a 5-up invuln?
They just always have one.
No. I
Or-
didn't know.
well, they're Killikins.
That's true. Killikins have a 5-up invuln?
Oh, they have a 6 up. Never mind.
Oh. Well, that makes a big difference.
Well, I thought they had a 5 up.
It's dead.
How much damage is that?
7.
And I only have 5 points.
I know. Does he explode?
But if we do math wrong, he could be alive.
You're not wrong. Does he explode?
No.
No. Cool. And then just the little thunk D6 shots into the unit right in front of him for 2 shots, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 3s. to make it. Just the 1 wound, no AP. Shame.
Anyway.
Cool. Well, the good news is as long as I don't fail that charge, my plan should still work.
Can you fill that charge?
Probably not, but you never know.
All right.
The assassin over there will throw her flamer into your big mech out of spite with a 1 shot. She does wound you though at AP 2, anti-infantry 2+.
Take it.
1 damage.
Good.
And then this guy, these things aren't too much of a threat at this point. There's not much they can do. I'm going to put the thermal cannon into them, but I'm going to put the missile launcher over into the big mech. Kind of out of spite, once again, because...
What's the AP on this, actually?
AP on what?
The 80?
AP2.
AP2.
Alright, so everything here except for the Storm Spear rocket pods, which are going to go over into the big mech, and I might as well start with that.
Okay.
3 shots. You are not the closest eligible targets, these are hitting on 3s.
Okay.
Hey, nice.
T5.
T5, I'm going to wound you on 3s, these are only strength 8. Cool. That's 3 at AP2.
It's actually T6, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
3 at AP what?
AP2.
Save 1. Damage?
D6 each.
Okay.
I could roll really bad.
Yeah, maybe you will. That's
or I could
not
roll
bad.
an 8. I think I killed the big mech.
He's dead.
Alright, the errant is going to put his
Ow.
thermal cannon and his heavy stubber into these guys. So here's a thermal cannon, 2d3 shots. 4. They are the closest eligible target, so he's going to hit you on 2s.
Okay.
Cool. And I'm going to wound you on 2s, because I'm strength 12. And I can re-roll 1 of those. Holy shit. Alright, that's fine. 1 at AP4.
I have no save.
Cool, he's very dead. I might as well shoot the heavy stubber. I'm within rapid fire range over here, so hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s with a reroll. No, I already used my reroll.
You already used your reroll.
That's 2 wounds at no AP.
Nope.
1 damage each.
This guy has a wound.
Okay, well, he's neutered at least. And I do believe that's all of my gun and everything I've got, except for me and my 4 CP
All right, let's see.
charging onto that metal objective. Hiya.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that worked. I'd say that worked out just fine. And then because I have the small ocean of CP, I'm definitely going to take Shocky.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a lot. Yeah. And on 5s, it's going to be Mortal Wounds.
Okay. That is a decent amount.
Well, it caps at 6, and that's 6 already.
All right.
So, in fact, it was a 6 anyway. I've double the rest.
Let's see. Do I have to roll this separately or the Leader has 6 up, feel no pain also, so I can just roll them all together.
Sounds good. 6 up, feel no pains.
Make none.
Well,
So I have how many wounds in the Leader? 6. So he's alive with 1 wound.
he's alive with 1. Okay. Okay, I can live with that. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and choose. Yep. I'm going to spend another CP on Thunderstomp.
Okay, what does that do?
Thunderstomp will give me dev wounds in melee.
Okay.
I still hit like garbage in melee,
Let's
but
see.
at least now I've got dev wounds. So the Castellan is not known for its melee prowess. It has 4 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Okay.
But in fairness, he's already pretty much done his job.
Okay, you got 1.
I can re-roll 1.
And you got 1.
Oh. I'm strength 8.
T5 someplace.
It's only AP1 though. And then 2 damage.
He is dead.
All right then.
Oh.
And then I will consolidate out of spite, because that's what knights do. And with that, that will conclude my turn. I've cleansed 1 midfield objective because
Yes, you
of
did.
my Titanic character rule. And I have made it very, very difficult for
I
you
do
to
get
score
defend.
extra points. You do. You do get defend stronghold.
And then going into my turn, what do I draw? Oh, yeah, and that battle shock that guy over there. He is. I think he might be battle shocked. He is battle shock. And then I pulled engage and cleanse. Those are both horribly bad.
So you're probably gonna want to spend your CP to see if you get something possible.
But the question is which one do I... Doesn't matter, I guess. I get rid of one of them. Marked for death!
Well, I think I have to pick the 3 big ones out of spite now.
No, just pick the Calidus. The Grots will attack you.
Let's see, how close is the game again? 55. You're not gonna get a 17 points, but I will pick the Calidus.
Yeah, you'll pick the Calidus?
Yeah,
Do
why
my
not?
Grots even have anything that could possibly do this?
I will make the Calidus one of them.
Just for
just for
funsies?
fun.
Just for funsies? Well, I feel like I have to try then at this point.
The score right now is 72 to 55 in the Imperial Knights' favor.
Okay, let's see.
And Ethan has 1 unit remaining.
2.
Oh, sorry, yes, he has a single battle shock.
And then, let's see, what do they even have? Gretchen. Grot Blaster. Or no. Yeah, what do they have? 12-inch range.
Which is good, because you can only shoot me with it if you're within 12.
I like 2, 4, 8 shots, hitting on 4s.
Into the shooting phase.
All right, 8 shots hitting on 4s.
You got one?
Okay,
Got a wound?
that's 1.
She fails it.
It's 1 damage.
She goes down to 2 wounds remaining.
And then the other guy has, what is his thing?
He's outside of 12.
It's just unit, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was model to model. But at the same time, I kind of want this to happen.
Wait a minute. Well, this model's leading unit. Oh, let me re-roll that, because I just realized I get to add 1 to the hit roll and 1 to the wound roll.
Oh, no, that's handy.
And yes. Okay, so let me do that one more time. So I hit 3 this time, and I wound 2.
So I'll roll 1 more then. By the way, it is attacking model.
Okay.
She has 1 wound left.
Wow.
Hey, you got close.
I could charge you with my drops.
Yeah, but then you don't score primary.
No, because I could conga one.
That's true.
All right, I'm gonna do it. That's a 9.
That should do it. I think that'll do it.
See, because I'm within 10.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
does it.
Okay,
Enjoy your conga line.
And then I get to pile in 3 inches.
I should have overwatched you, but I still want this to happen, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, let it happen. Let the Grots have their fun. Not like they're gonna kill them.
They might. I only have 1 wound left.
Come on, Grots. Come on, Grots!
I'm going to do one of the funnier things that you can do, though, now, since I have fights first.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to punch you.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s. I have a small ocean of CP. I still have like 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend 1. Cool. So that's 2 lethals.
Okay.
And then your majority toughness is, or your toughness is what?
My toughness is 2. But I -1 to be wounded, so you can't wound me on better than a 3.
So 3s. Okay, here's the fun part.
Okay.
The way precision works is if I can see, and I'll start with whichever one has the worst save. Because I'm just that guy.
I only have one character. Because the other guys are just part of the unit, they're not characters.
Oh, so the big guy there's
Yep.
my character. Okay, cool. Well, then I'm going after the character first.
Okay.
He has 5 saves at AP 4.
5 saves at AP 4. I think when he's leading a unit, they're doing like something. What do they give him? He's T5 with a 5-up save.
How many wounds?
He has a 6-up feeling pain. 5.
All right, so he's going to eat 3 of them, 6 field pains to start.
Save 2, so he's alive on 1 wound.
Eats 1 more for 2 damage.
Was not all of them?
No.
How many did you do?
I have wounded you 5 times.
Oh, was it 5 times?
Mm-hmm.
How many more?
2 more on him, and if he survives, he'll do it again. He didn't. So then 1 grot just dies horribly.
Okay.
The spiteful character kill.
All right. Now I will attack you.
Yes.
And because he still part of the phase, I do get my thing still, so I get to add 1. So let's see, how many attacks do Grots have? Probably just 1.
I would hope so.
I have melee. I have, yep, 1 attack each at strength 2,
Come at me.
and then +1 to hit and wound. So 4s and 4s. Or
4s and 5s.
5s, yeah, actually. 4s and 5s. 5s. That's 1. Can you save it?
I've already used my 5 phase CP.
Yeah, you have. Let's see.
I do save it. I'm terribly sorry.
Okay. That's it.
That'll
So
do.
I do get my, I do get my point.
You do get your 5 points for holding the marker, but you do not get your secondaries. So the game ends 72 to the Imperial Knights, 60 to the Orks. And what was a much closer game than the unit count here would make you think.
That was one of the saddest games I've ever played.
I'm terribly sorry. I think a big thing was that Crusader just being able to line up the entire middle that way.
Probably.
Every once in a while, GW layouts have their flaws.
The pain. Well, I'm gonna lay down and die now.
Well, thank you, everybody. Ethan is now on the floor dying, like his entire army. But this was a rather enjoyable game. I wanted to mess around with a slightly shootier Knights list, and it seemed to work out in my favor in this particular matchup. Thank you so much for watching. You'll see Ethan at some point in the future. Hopefully you'll see me in the future at some point, given that I'm probably going to be exiled for a while after this. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
The ghost of Ethan has whispered to remind me to like, comment, and subscribe. We do our best to get back to people as soon as humanly possible. I say the royal we, despite the fact I'm not technically on the team. Have a good one, everybody. Thank you so much.